Ultra conforming IntelliQuiz for beautiful mattress and indescribable comfort. Every single night.
Tank Davis charges drop. Now we can speculate on when he fights. Boots Ennis, real boogeyman or huge duck. Let's get to it.
Searching for words, a lone wolf immersed in the herds of lamb chowder, tan powder from the first to the third. The manpower when the merchants are served would only wait, then flood them with gram showers when the thirsts emerge. Just like I'm here to live my life as a sin. I'm only human in class, the only student, so I'm writing within. No need for pen, no need for piece of paper. I need a win, I need the weed and vapor. Leaf flouted in the need of baker. Annihilation after hibernation. Hunger pains after the gyrations, praying under condensation. The thunder came amongst the sod of Satan. The sun is changing and the flies blazing patient and my time is racing. And I rely on intuition, but we stand in the demand and our supply is insufficient. What we do, expand the grams and cut the ties within the vision. What they bring, hand in hand, split enterprising was the mission. There's a jungle in the streets outside, no man is safe. Hundreds of police outside, we can't escape, we dying, can't relate, but we trying and can't erase. Forgive and not forgive, that we strive and stand with fate, but it's hard. Write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. Strive and stand with fate, but it's hard. Write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. Oh my God. You see that Jonesy motherfucker that just ran out of here? That's real paper right there. That's real clientele. Try 800. Something wrong with your shoulders or something. Lost in my thoughts, alive soul, lost in the corpse. My guys know, pie soul that a portion of cost. It's mind cold, but that's the cost of a boss. He lies froze, he's firing eyes closed with no remorse for the loss. It's like he's here to live his life as a sin. He's only human, his past conform to lose until he rightfully wins. No need to boast, no need to feed the fables. Remain dope beside the needle takers. The coat whiter than a sheet of paper. His dedication after desperation. To the clouds, our only destination. Living without expiration. We got the gift without an explanation. Try and spot him at his resting line and dot him like an exclamation. And I rely on intuition, but we stand in the demand and our supply is insufficient. What we do, expand the grams and cut the ties within the fissure. Whatever, it's hand in hands, but enterprising was the mission. There's a jungle in the streets outside, no man is safe. With hundreds of police outside, we can't escape, we dying. Can't relate, but we trying and can't erase. Forgive and not forgive, that we strive and stand with fate, but it's hard. I write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. Strive and stand with fate, but it's hard. Write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. There's a jungle in the streets outside, no man is safe. With hundreds of police outside, we can't escape, we dying. Can't relate, but we trying and can't erase. Forgive and not forgive, that we strive and stand with fate, but it's hard. I write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. Strive and stand with fate, but it's hard. Write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all, man? Welcome, man, to the smoke session. So we got some news. Everybody like probably been listening to everybody and everybody talk about, but now we got some news. Salute, DS. Always pulling up. Salute. We got some news that Tank charges has been dropped, so now we can speculate about when is the fight, the rematch between him and Roach. Everybody been dropping content on it, and we have bless you, babe, and we got yeah, hopefully we be smoking that Canelo pack in a month, right? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to that too. But I just want to get and you know, it Boots. Is he the real boogeyman or a duck? So let's talk about it. Let's get the Boots first, right? So Boots is catching a lot of flack about fighting against somebody we haven't heard, but sorry about that. Boots is taking a route that people, I don't know if he respect it or not, but he's taking a route where he's gonna be undeniable. It's absolutely just that. It's gonna be undeniable. Him fighting the IBO champion, what a lot of people don't know is that IBO belt eventually gets you a shot at the WBC champion. That's why you wondering where all these foreigners coming from fighting the WBC champion. It's the IBO belt. As much as some people don't want to recognize it, it's a recognized belt globally. That's another way they're able to not get the fight that per se we say we want, because you're not paying attention to all the boxing globally. So Boots fighting Lima. I'm not upset about it. I'm not completely upset. I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you. I'm not upset. We could have saw a lot of other fights, but the one that we know that somebody turned down some bread, Speedy Rashidi. He said, "Hey, cuz, Boots good." He said, "Boots good, blood. He be all right." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now the guy that he's fighting, Lima, like people got a lot of issues or talk about his resume because of who he is, and it's not the fight they want. They want the Virgil Ortiz. They jump in there, fight. You know, we want like fight Baccarat or whatever, right? But the move that he's doing is actually a good move because he's able to position himself in all sanctioning bodies. So he's right there. So if anybody don't fight him, it's more of a duck than him not wanting to pay this or pay this for the fight, pay that for the fight. Because coming up with no belt, he's not A side anywhere. No disrespect, but he's not A side. So a lot of people who want to see Boots versus this, Boots versus that. Let's see what Boots look like versus Lima. Fights him, and then we see what's up because a lot of guys seem to be asking for their highest payday or shit they never seen before when they ask to fight Boots. Now, I'll be real with you, Speedy. I really think Speedy should have I think he gets donkey of the day. For the like, bro, who the fuck? Like, come on, bro. You're making $3,000 a round when you fight in that league that you're fighting in. You're making $3,000 a round. They offered you $500,000 in a weight class that don't matter to you. The Turk wasn't asking for that fight. They was asking for that fight. They offered you 250. You said you countered. They came back with 500. You try to get a little bit more. From $3,000 a round and you're not fighting every damn day to 500,000. Fuck all that Brown Norman shit everybody talking about, nigga. You need that fight. You need that fight more than you need that fight more than you know. Nah, you do know. That was some of the dumbest shit a fighter could do, possibly. So that could have been you. I don't know I don't know what they sent to Boachuk. I don't know what they sent to Virgil. I don't know what they sent to Ramos. I don't know what they sent to Conway. But I know you and having history, I think you fucked up. Big time. That's just me. I think you fucked up your shot. Because you were sitting there and that could have been a big fight. Y'all could have blew that up in Philly. You an East Coast kid. You could have ran it up from Rhode Island. You like there's a lot of shit that could have happened. I think you fucked that up. And the guy took what they offered you first instantly to go in there and fight Boots in Philly, coming from Argentina. If I'm not mistaken, that's where he's from. So Boots, with the Virgil shit. I've been on certain panels. I've heard certain shit. I think I should have clipped some of them shits, but I've been on certain panels from here to there when like come to this Boots shit, and I'm not the biggest Boots fan, but like when it like Boogeyman or Duck, I don't think he's a duck. A lot of shit that people talking about when it come to him with the Virgil, him with Virgil has nothing popping right now on some real shit. He's whisking in the wind, looking for a fight. Like Virgil got nothing. Like there's a lot of guys ducking Boots. There's a lot of guys don't want that smoke at that weight class, and they're not trying to give up their damn slot from no goddamn Boots. I can tell you that. Fighting Boot, like, let's be real. Like, let's get back to not the guy that was hating on Boots after he didn't sign with with PBC. But let's not act like we didn't see what Boots was. Maybe the next best thing since Terrence Crawford. Maybe. But he has to prove it. He wasn't gonna be able to prove it on PBC because why? They don't put on enough cards. He was scared of the inactivity. I spoke to YSM on another panel. So on they Boots he wanted to be as active as possible. If he ain't get the fights that maybe you thought that he wanted, he still would be able to be active and still fight and not just be on the shelf. Because the time he spent letting PBC dictate what he was doing, or like he felt like it's too much inactivity. When you look at certain fighters, it's too much inactivity, and that's not what he wanted. That's just real. So when it comes to Jerron Boots Ennis, I can't blame him on that. Could you blame him on not wanting to be inactive, knowing that you dealing with a company that you don't know when you're gonna fight? That's literally that. You don't know when you're gonna fight. So I feel that he's over there. He's on the zone platform, signed with Matchroom. Should be able to get any fight over there between, or a fight should be able to be made between Frank Warren, Ryder Season with the Turk, Oscar, or even on Matchroom. Top Rank gonna be over there in a little bit too, probably with some of their fighters, some PBC fighters. So I don't understand what we talking about. Excuse me. Just seems like we just downplaying a lot of our favorite fighters. Black fighters at that too. So when it comes to Boots, is he Duck or Boogeyman? I won't say he's the Boogeyman, but if we see this fight and he dominates, he could look like the Boogeyman, like when Baccarat beat Tim Tszyu. Because people was respecting Tim Tszyu and all aspect of this shit, and then all of a sudden, wham, Baccarat comes in there and changes the respect of everything. That's how that shit go. I really do think that Jerome Boots is probably just catching a lot of backlash on the internet from a bunch of motherfuckers that was mad that he didn't sign the PBC and a bunch of Earl Spence defectors. To be true, not the same way with Bud, no different. Who is there for Boots to run up there and just like? Because I did say he could have fought Baccarat, he could have did this, but like that fight would have to be held on hold because Lubin is not willing to step aside money. Xander just got the WBO. Sebastian is coming off of his fight with Zoo and with his WBC. That's why him going the IBO route to get him a Sebastian Fundora fight. Let's just think he's playing chess, not checkers. Sebastian, like going through the IBO, could get him a Sebastian Fundora fight because he's going a different route. A lot of Americans don't know about. See, but you got to check it though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro T for telling me that. And then there's the WBA where fighting Tellez probably could be the best thing for you. But does that get you? Does that get you that fight? So, Boots, I ain't gonna say he's a duck. I think he's more disrespecting than anything. I ain't tell you no lie. And that come from me and a lot of people that I like and we just talking our shit because there's a lot of crazy ass Boots and Earl, like they're not even Boots fans, they Earl Spence defectors. That's just spreading propaganda. You gotta pay attention to who doing what, when, why, and where. That's just real. So when it comes to Boots, do I think he's a duck? No, I don't think Boots is a duck. I just think that he wanted to come up there. He was talking to the Turk, and he wanted to come up there and probably feel like a certain way. And I don't know if he thought the Turk was going to disclose their business like that, but it's what it is. Can't say much else about that. Going into this Tank Davis thing, right? Tank caught a lot of flack for the last couple of months and weeks because of the DV, right? And I've heard so many people say that he ain't want the Roach fight. He wanted the Duck Roach. That's why he did what he did and all types of shit. People just saying crazy shit, right? Now that the charges have been dropped, I don't even want to go into that. I was just talking about that on a couple of on another panel. But now the charges have been dropped. Now we can speculate about the fight, and now we can speculate about who's going to be on the undercard, right? Because on the panel I was on, somebody came through and said it's gonna be this guy versus this guy versus that guy. So one of the fighters that was up there, I hit him, and he said, I wish, but homie don't want to fight me. So now we can just start speculating as much as we want about who Tank and when Tank gonna fight and who gonna be on the undercard. And all you content creators and a lot of you haters that were talking shit and was like, he did this just because he didn't want to fight Roach. I don't know where y'all at. I really don't know where y'all at because Tank Davis been through the ringer. Like, we all know baby mama drama is like some of the worst shit you can go through in your life, man. Like, let's be for real. And I was talking to this guy, and I'm trying to explain to him because I guess he never seen nobody or been around. Listen, you in a different era now, but bro, where we come from just 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it get ugly for you when it comes to DV. And if the state drops the case and you're supposed to have a history of DV, whether the cases got dropped before or whatever, they're going to prosecute to the best of their capability. And if they drop the case, that means it was something detrimental to the party that was trying to get your ass locked up. Other than they just don't want to be involved because the state gonna pick up the case regardless. You're a high profile, like they gonna run with it. So when it comes to that, like Tank Davis getting that shit done with, it was a whole lot of like I eventually did content on it because Tank, it was keeping him out of the ring, it was keeping him away from his date. But now you look at it, and he has everything in the clear, and he ready to fight. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Come on now, don't all be bad. You can drop your comments in the chat. The link is in the chat. Anything? Anybody want to talk about anything? I'm not gonna be up here all night. A lot of this shit is short and sweet to me. I don't need excess airtime to talk. Like, I can talk whenever the fuck I want. This shit right here is really child's play. Talking about Boots and Tank, right? When there's a lot of people up on the panel and they want to get their opinion, that's different. But just sit here and be able to dictate what I want, just keeping a buck with you. That man, Tank, I don't even know the word, but Boots, bad rap. I'm like underestimated in certain parts, and only when it comes to the YouTube community, and it's for certain reasons that make no sense. Like, I've been a few places in the last few weeks, and there's a lot of shit about like a lot of realers that hate, like, motherfuckers ain't even got no real reason why they hate him other than he ain't signed what they thought he should have signed. That is absolute positive. Like, I'm hearing a lot of shit like, y'all wanted that man to sign with the PBC and be on that roster. That man didn't want to do it, and the hate is just crazy. So, Boots Ennis, I doubt he's a duck. A lot of people will say he's a duck. I don't think he's a duck. I think Boots. I think Boots misunderstood, and I think in a few coming years, he won't catch the slack that he was catching. When it comes to Tank, hate him or love it, man. The underdog's on top. You talking about a guy that it was not built for him when he come from to make it. So hate him all you want, say what you want. Him and Roach, his charges drop. Him and Roach fight will be scheduled coming in the next upcoming months. Maybe October, maybe in November. Just guessing. I don't think he like going into December. Even boxers know if it ain't a free fight and you getting paid off something else, that's big time holiday. Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries, all types of shit happen in December. If you don't fight before December, you might as well wait till mid-February, late January when the income taxes kick in. Know your audience. I'm just saying, know your audience. And there's so many different variables to when you to having a fight and then make sure that fight can get put in and it's gonna be on a perfect way where people are gonna be able to afford to pay for that fight. If they can't make it to there, they can't make it to Vegas, they can't make it to Atlantic City, they can't make it to the Garden, Brooklyn, Texas, California. They can't make it there, they're gonna pay for it. You gotta make it so motherfuckers there's nothing else going on. But you definitely don't want to be having no damn major fights that's going to be on pay-per-view. Not in December. That's not a smart look at all. So, sorry about that, man. I was salute. I'm gonna pour me a drink because after this, I'm gonna do grown people shit, right? Son sleep, daughter spending the night. Unless you suck ass niggas know what I'm talking about, like I got shit I'm about to handle, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, but I gotta real niggas that gotta keep putting it down. Keep your household right. Y'all niggas that ain't got no girlfriend, y'all just be up online all the time, just talking the craziest shit in the world. You ain't never happen to you. I'm speaking from experience. I'm a little bit older. When I get my hair cut, I gotta see the barber in a little bit. It's gonna look a little bit different when I had the grays in, but listen, I don't mean to be capping like Fat Joe, nothing like that, but I'm speaking for experience. Like my shit ain't just making shit up so you want to clicks and likes and views. I'm speaking from experience, man. Like a lot of y'all just be saying shit out the ass, and it's really simple. Bruce Ennis is not a duck. There's a lot of guys that don't want to fight. A lot of guys want the highest payday when they fight them because they know, or they've been in there with Spawn Wars with. Tank Davis charges are cleared, so now he got time to fight Lamont Roach. So all your theories and all that shit about he was doing that shit just because you think he was scared to fight Lamont Roach. Now what you gonna say? The date gonna come up. He probably gonna have a decent card, and he's gonna do it in between major fights. He's gonna do it in between Bud, more than likely in between Bud and Dave Benavidez. Bud Canelo, Dave Benavidez, you already card. Mark my word. Or do it right after Thanksgiving. Right after, going in like maybe like the 30th or some shit, going into it. So it'll be like you got football and boxing. But other than that, man, I ain't got like these lives are gonna be short and sweet. This one I wanted to put up, like everybody like been doing, like you know, you got your panels, people talking and have their driving points and all that shit. I've seen all of them. Tank Davis, charges drop. Now what? Boots Ennis, not a duck. But the Lima fight, I get people ain't gonna like it. But tell the fighter that you like at the moment. Make sure you jump in his DMs and on his post and tell the fighter. You find his Instagram, Facebook, his YouTube, his goddamn Snap, whatever. Make sure you jump in there, whatever that's a message, so you can talk to him and tell him, make sure you fight Boots. He ain't all that. Gas him up. That's just me. But Boots, Tank, pretty much a done deal. Now, let me get to this Bud Crawford shit before I get out of here. Because, matter of fact, it's raining right now, and that's a good sleep with. Now, Bud Crawford. I did content on it. Victor Conte, friend or foe, with you and your ego and what you want to say on YouTube, because you let niggas gas you. I was on Dean. I swear to God, I was on Dean. By all means, channel, and shout out to Dean. That's my guy. Or I ain't even known that long, but Dean funny as hell. I was over there while Dean was cooking. I was being quiet. Manager Marty was over there. A lot of people was over there, right? It wasn't a lot of Bud hate. It was Victor Conte. While we was on live, Victor Conte was tweeting about shit that Manager Marty was saying and what he was doing. So I'm like, why are you just tweeting out the blue if you're not paying attention to the live that we was on, right? So Victor Conte, friend or foe. If I'm not mistaken, it just seems like Eddie Reynoso went over there and started fucking with Snack and Victor Conte. That ain't helping. But when it comes to Bud Crawford and the time that he took off to acclimate himself to the weight class, be real with you. I keep saying this shit. I went from 165, 170 to 215. When I came home, niggas was looking at me different, and they ain't want to, and it's just different. Now that I'm settling in at like 185, 190, I know it's a totally different ball game. You have to know exactly where you stand at when you get to your healthy, like, and I was just on, I hate to say this sometimes, you know, going to sit down, give you a perspective on what you, because you're moving too fast and your healthy weight class is where you at right now. Now you can get bigger than you're supposed to be, but like if you go in there and get smaller, you just went in there and was just being a dope fiend. But anyway, gaining weight properly is not that hard on some real shit if you're doing it the right way. You took a year off to gain weight and you use everything legally like you're supposed to. It's not like peanut butter and weights can get you to a certain size, and then you could like. But if you already was at that, it don't mean that. Again, like I told y'all, I've been around these YouTube streets. Speaking to Tay Jones, Tay Jones is like, there's times where I weighed in at 140 and easily was 160, 165 come fight night. But easily, he said, easily when I got in the ring, I was 160. Go check it. He was up there talking. He was up there building on Just Do Boxing. Salute, Just Do. Real talk. I'm going to go find the shit. But easily, the man said, I weighed in at 140 the one day and I was easily 160 when I got in the ring. Saw that weight cut and you need overnight shit. Listen, Bud Crawford fighting Canelo Alvarez won. They 2-3 years apart, 2.5 years apart away from each other. Bud's an older man. When they come to it, Canelo has dropped some people, but he ain't stopped nobody in a long time. He could stop Bud because he know what's up against him. But when it come to that, Bud Crawford's a generational fighter. Generational fighter. He's got the skills to pay the bills. He knows how to move, not just round and round and back and forth. He knows how to move side to side, diagonal. He knows when to punch, how to punch, and what punches will keep your ass up off of. Now, for you guys that think that Bud ain't gonna have the power, he went from 147 to 54 for Majimov. Majimov was easily 175 pounds in that goddamn fight. Easy 170, 175 pounds in that damn fight. After a while, Bud started to see he could manhandle him. Not saying he's gonna do Canelo like that, but that's a strong motherfucker, right? Fight Canelo walk around and fight weight is probably about 12 pounds apart, just like Bud. This is a pretty much even fight. It's gonna be skills pay the bill. Yeah, Canelo been beating up guys at that weight class, right? But those guys are most of those guys. Damn near every one of them guys was either old or blown up into that weight class. Other than fighting Kovalev coming off a war, then coming back fighting out coked up, like he fighting out coked up Julio Cesar Chavez, beating John Ryder, Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Edgar Berlanga, Jaime Munguia, Rocky Fielding. We asked for none of those fights. Just like some of those fights that people be like, we ain't having no Bud fights, we ain't having none of them Canelo fights like that. Maybe the Caleb Plant, Billy Joe, but like Billy Joe ain't fought since then, and he stopped Caleb. The only nigga to stop Caleb. And I get how Caleb was a slick fighter, but Caleb Gasson was a different type of animal, different type of monster. So I see this fight going best way possible. It can go 12. I can see Bud winning it. I can see Canelo edging it out. I can see a draw. I can see somebody stopping whoever. What up, Nick? Hey man, y'all want me to drop the link in the chat again? Y'all better say something, man. Cause this shit ain't hard to damn just be truthfully honest with you. 1, 2, 3. Boots. Not a bitch, not a duck. Tank. What we gonna speculate about now since the charges dropped again with baby mamas and this weight gain shit don't mean nothing. This weight gain shit people crying about, snacking, all this shit. Listen, if it's giving you supplements to make sure that if you gain weight or lose weight, you keep your strength and it's legal, no problem with that because peanut butter, carbs, which peanut butter is a carb, and lifting water buckets in the dorm for workouts and doing push-ups and on the outside running around just to keep the cardio going. You can do that shit in jail and gain weight easy. 6 months. I went from 165, 170. Babe, I was skinny. Hold on, wait. Babe. No. Come here, babe. Come here. She loved me to death. Come here. But when I was skinny, she was just like, gain some weight. When I came home, it was more, ooh, yeah. So when I put some weight on, nigga, in 6 months, I put on 70 pounds. I put on 60 pounds. I went from 165, 170 to 215, 220 in 6 months.
How tall are you?
About paying no bills, not running around, smoking weed, eating here and there, running, doing nigga shit. Once them niggas sat my ass down and I had to figure out shit, yeah. And I sit around 185, 190 right now.
How tall are you?
6'1".
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm sitting around 185, 190, feel comfortable, feel good. Niggas look at me different. The jokes ain't the same. They don't want to play the same. When I came home 20, niggas was like, God damn, nigga. So, and I did that shit the nigga way. Bud doing this shit the professional way. So when it comes to that, I don't want to hear it. But let's start off. Is Boots Real Boogeyman or Huge Duck? What's up?
In my opinion, he's a duck.
Speak on it.
Well, are we talking about 147 or 154? Or are we going to transition from 147 to 154?
154.
Right now, I mean, just because who he is, you can, in my opinion, I look at it as a duck. I would just like to see him fight somebody just a little bit better than Lima. That's all I'm saying. He can fight somebody a little bit better. And then, the situation with Ramirez Jr. making it seem like, he was going for Junior when he was actually going for his uncle. It's like, come on, man. And he's bringing him up for 147. So it's like, what, I think he just came off a loss. So it's like you cherry picking your fights. And I ain't feeling it. 2 tune-ups. Your first tune-up is like If you would have got that fight with the uncle, man, that'd have been a laughing. He'd have been a laughing stock. And right now, people want to laugh at him saying he fight Lima. My bad. But
Yeah, they call him limousine and everything.
yeah, Lima bean. That's what WCS calls him, Lima bean.
Right. That's like I hear both sides. I hear both sides.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
mean,
said. I think. Go ahead, Bill. You good?
I don't think he no duck. I think he a bird. You know, because you got to have somebody to duck for you to be called a duck. He is not going nowhere near that shit. He's not going nowhere near anybody. So how can we call him a duck? He just a bird.
Hold on. I'm saying this. Like, okay, fighting Lima, right? Here's what a lot of boxing fans don't know. I'm gonna say this again. Fighting Lima, he's the IBO champ. A lot of people don't recognize that belt. But having that belt, and he's fighting Lima for that IBO belt, that gets you closer to the WBC champion.
Yeah, it does. You're right. Yep, you're right. It does.
I mean,
but I just think
it sounds good, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this too. Lubin is not taking step aside money. They already asked him. He's not taking step aside money for the Baccarat fight. So he can't get Baccarat. He would have to wait. Any way you look at it, he would have 1 to 2 fights before going for a belt. The WBO, Xander just got that. We know Top Rank ain't about to hand him Xander. Baccarat and Lubin are already locked in.
You think you ready for Xander?
Hold on. Fundora just fought Zoo. So him pulling the Fundora card with his IBO shit, and he's already ranked number 1. I don't know if y'all know that he's ranked number 1 in WBC. Him being ranked number 1 and having that IBO belt, Fundora can't duck him. When it comes to the WBA, Bud hasn't relinquished the belt completely yet, and Tellez is next in line, but Tellez already got a fight. Every champion either got a fight or just had a fight. So you
you know,
I'm just being real. Like every champion, Baccarat got Lubin. Lubin's the mandatory, and he's already locked in. He's not taking step aside. Pandora just fought. Tellez got a fight, and more than likely, as soon as they call Bud name against Canelo, the belt gonna be dropped and go to Tellez. So any way you look at it, Boots was gonna have at the minimum 1 fight before he gets to fight for a belt.
I mean, he could have fought Ramirez Jr., right? He's available right now.
It's a lot of
saying he was gonna fight Speedy.
Yeah, he could have fought Speedy.
Hold on. Speedy get donkey of the day because Speedy, they offered him $250,000. Mind you, hold on, y'all.
Yeah, he turned it down.
Speedy was getting paid $3,000 a round in the league that he's in. He don't fight every day. That's a different story.
Hold on, champ. You're out of pocket.
Okay, nigga, like we done okay. He was getting paid $3,000 a round in the league that he was in. And then when he would have a real fight, his last fight, he made no more than $50,000. So they offered you a quarter, you countered and came back with a half. Then you tried to go to like 7, 8. Then they got Lima for $250,000 for what they offered you the first. Who the fuck you think they're gonna go with? Like, let's be real as a businessman. Let's be real. And Lima, and as much as people don't know Lima, his resume ain't shit.
I'm patiently waiting to make it to other hate. Shout out to 50. Shout out to Pop. You know what I mean? I was up there. I'm just now taking off. Let me ask you this. Puro pinche way. ¿Por qué? Porque no? Porque no? Why is it?
What?
Why not?
Oh, he.
You got an
Your
extra
mic sound, yeah, your
inside.
mic is messed up or something.
I think
Oh, my
you
shit
got
is
to
fucked up. Okay,
mute YouTube.
Yeah, it sounded like you was talking to somebody
In
in the
a hallway.
background.
Mhm.
Cause what?
Using a hallway or something.
Yeah, he probably is. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. There's no champion for him to fight.
That ain't what we saying, Smoke. What I'm
We're not
saying
saying that.
is,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, when he signed that extension, the little bit of that money got him to number one. Okay, so why you can't get a name out of 154? Any name, name the name. You can't get a name and spend a little bit of that pocket change instead of getting Lima or trying to get Speedy. It's several names you could have got. You know what I'm saying?
Give me
Which,
the name.
I mean,
Give
Keith
me
Thurman
the
sitting
name.
right there.
Nah,
Keith Thurman
give me
sitting
the
right there.
Keith Thurman. I think Keith Thurman and fuck who you talking.
He's trying to fight Virgil, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you
I mean, but
have
if
Virgil.
they haven't, are they if they're negotiating him, Thurman's negotiating, he still could, conversate. You know what I mean?
so give me the
Because they're
name.
negotiating.
Give me
I'm
the
saying
name.
no. I'm saying he can still conversate. Talk at least see what they're talking about. Boots team. If he's negotiating right now but other than that, if
Bruh.
he's a little bit further than
I
that, then
mean, they
hell
can
no.
pull Earl up. Well, they can pull Earl out the hat. They can pull
Her name ain't even
what's his
up
name?
there.
Conway.
Give me the name,
Conwell.
bruh. Give me Charles Conway. Charles Conway and Boychuk was in that list. Yeah, he said they sent offers to.
See that
Yeah,
that
they both
what
turned it
that
down, right? Yeah, they both turned it. Something happened. They
that what
wanted to.
I ain't even gonna blame Boots, man.
So now I'm looking at it, right?
Yeah, we know you ain't. We here.
Hold on. In the IBF, Lima's number 9. In WBA, he's number 10. WBC, he's number 9. Let me see over here is the in the WBO. He's not in the WBO. So if what I'm telling y'all, he's in Lima, who's the IBO champ, and he's already number 1 behind Virgil, who Virgil's the intern. Him being the IBO, he can either jump Virgil or him and Virgil got to get it shaken. So basically, what we asking him, he's trying to fucking do.
He might be.
Shit. Listen, I understand that, but goddamn, I mean, he could have just
Come
waited for
on, man.
Virgil then, if that's the case. I mean, but I don't really care. It is what it is. The way they're moving is the way they're moving them.
Listen to what
And
I'm
I,
telling you. He's putting it back on this. Oh, hold on, CJ, my fault. He's putting it back on Virgil, where Virgil's saying, you ain't do this, you ain't do that. Now, technically, professionally, and obligationally, he's putting it on Virgil. That either when it comes to Fundora, I'm either gonna jump you or fight you. Or if you beat Fundora, I'm next because I'm the IBO. Not to mention that when they come back to it, Boots is number 4 in the WBO, 1 WBC, 2 WBA, and he's not in the IBF. But I guarantee you, if he damn make a claim to go over there, you know he gonna be over there. So he's begging for the fights that the bigger fights, the big money fights, either Victor or Sebastian Fundora. And if not that, he's in line for maybe a Xander after 1 or 2 fights, or if when they say Bud versus Canelo and Tellez become, or he got to fight somebody for that belt if he don't get elevated. Abaz Barora is not a bigger fight than Jerron Boots Ennis or Payday. So he's locked in with 3 sanctioning bodies, bro. Trying to get it.
Look, no, I mean I understand that. It's just he still has options. He could fight somebody a little bit more credible than Lyman.
Who? Tell
I mean,
me.
I'm just saying. Like
Tell me.
I mean, he could fight Junior. He could fight Junior. Ramirez Junior. He could go for.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Ramos Jr. Really not that guy. Just being truly honest with you. He really not that guy. And he looked at as a little bit past his prime. Be truthfully honest with you. Josh Kelly turned down the fight. He already got a fight supposedly, then didn't. Kalen Walsh supposedly didn't. Borchuk turned down the fight. They said Conway turned down the fight. I don't really know how that is. So now we get to a place where Madrimov is coming off 2 straight losses, and his team is not about to put him up against Boots. Kill his career. Keith Thurman.
Yeah, I was thinking that fight would be cool too. Madrimov.
Keith Thurman is in the works.
That wouldn't be good.
Keith Thurman's in the works with the fighter. So when it come to it, we got Tim Zoo, we got Nikitali Zoo, we got.
So let me make sure real quick. I don't know if it's that I'm just pretty much deaf because I used to be a DJ. I can't hear shit, but I can't hear none of the shit y'all are saying.
Yeah, you're in the Matrix.
He's got bad reception. That's why he's got
the game. Hold on, Jim. I didn't smoke yet. Hold on.
No, we can't hear you like that.
You're breaking in and out, CJ. That's what we're saying.
No, hold on. Let me get in real quick. I ain't heard none of the shit y'all are saying, but I know.
Yeah, he got to come back in, my God.
And then, is that right?
No, you breaking in and out, fam. You breaking in and out real heavy.
Oh yeah, he fucked up.
I'm letting you. Yo, I'm on a lift. I'm on way. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Mom. Pop, no, I just visited Mom. That's why I'm in the lift.
Yeah,
you know I mean? But Okay. I'm gonna tap out and tap back in.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Man, awesome. Look, all I'm saying is this, man. When it comes to Boots, bottom line, man, he's being moved. I mean, if he had the machine behind him, like Tank did, how he's been moved, it'd be different. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like I think
he'll just be more famous.
It would be different. It still would be different, though.
We'll still be saying the same shit. Like fight somebody.
No, you speculating when you say that. You don't know that.
He'll be more famous. You said if he was moved like Tank.
Yeah. You damn right. I said that,
bro.
I mean, you gotta look at it no matter what.
Y'all niggas is like, okay. Let's be honest. Let's cut his name and just talk about his resume. Bakram and Lubin are locked in. Tellez is locked in with a fight. Listen, I'm just being real with you. Virgil, hold on, wait, bro. Virgil is looking at some shit with Keith Thurman. Xander just got the belt. Sebastian just fought. Bud is not fighting at 54 probably. Again, and when he goes to fight Canelo, they probably gonna strip him, right?
He gonna drop it.
He gonna drop it. So Josh Kelly said no. Kalen Walsh.
They lowballed him.
Josh Kelly said no. Kalen Walsh said no. Chuck turned it down. Conwell supposedly turned it down. Jesus Ramos or Liam, the young and upcomer, or the nigga that has a name but passes prime because his last name is Ramos. Who else he supposed to fucking fight at 54 before the smoke clears?
I mean, I don't know, bro.
Jones now, right now with the silent shit.
Hey, well, you need to go ahead and get you a fight in. You know, show your worth, and then talk to Eddie Hearn and say, man, you need to get me these fights because you got me looking fucked up out here.
So
that's
I got
all it is.
Lima. Okay, so hold on. I got the Lima fight because I was gonna fight Speedy because we got history. Even though Speedy lost the fight that could have got him to fight with me, but we offered that nigga 500,000 when his last fight was 15.
I mean, but
yo, Bills, hold on, wait. That's like somebody offering you some shit to be like, hey, yo, bro, I know that you got your job, but listen, I'm about to offer you some shit where you can run your own shit and you know you're going to be able to run it how you want to. And I'm giving you
out. I'm out. Just say less. You ain't even got to like go into detail. I'm gone. Like, but
so Speedy said no. So Speedy said no. Then when they seen Lima was going to take 250, you like, yeah, I'll take the $500,000. But they already like, why would I spend that?
Right. Why would I spend that when I already got somebody locked in?
For somebody, I got somebody locked in for what I offered you in the beginning, and then we renegotiated, and then we came back with 500 for you. You said, well, how about 8? And then I got this like, come on, I'm saving 250 minimum.
Didn't he say no at first, and then 2 days later he came back and said yeah to the 500?
It's too late. The Lima said
no, I understand that. No, I understand. I'm just saying. I think that's what he did. He waited a couple of days, and because he got on Mill City and started talking with
after the $500,000.
Yeah,
he was talking about when they came out with $500,000. He was like, he wanted like 7, 8. And when they thought about it, and the Lima nigga was like, I'll take 250 and come to Philly from Argentina. Listen, I come from Argentina for 250, and when Speedy's in Rhode Island.
Hey, I'll be back, man. I mean, I done been here 12 hours, man.
Yeah,
you know,
all right, bro. Like Blue, Rhode Island and Philly is like 4 or 5 hours in a drive.
Yeah.
In a drive. On a flight, it's like an hour and a half. That man gonna be taking connecting flights from Argentina for 250, and you could have got 500 just to pull up on the same goddamn highway, I-95, 495, same difference.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I can't blame Boots for trying to grab the biggest name after everybody, which was Speedy, and then between Jesus. If they're gonna say if he beat the shit out of Jesus and he looking older and beat down, or he beat the new and up and comer while he get there. So either way you look at it, he's gonna be catching flat. Real talk, no bullshit.
No, but okay. So here's the funny thing: how you said, the older, junior Jesus Ramirez Jr. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The caveat to this is that he literally didn't even go for him. He went for his funky ass uncle. Excuse me, I ain't trying to say he's funky, but he went for his motherfucking uncle, bro. God damn it, he was moving a 147 pounder up to fight. That's what he actually reached out for. He didn't reach out for Junior. He was really reaching out for his uncle. You see what I'm saying? And his uncle, if I'm correct, he had took a couple, like he's got like 6 losses or I don't know how many losses he has, but he had some losses. And if I'm right, he just came off of a loss. You know what I'm saying? But they reached out.
What happened? What'd you say? I hear everything you're
No,
saying.
but you didn't call me out. You called out my uncle. You know, so what are you talking about? You know, so I just like I hear what you're saying, but sometimes we got to look at the fighter himself. Like you making it seem like nobody wants to fight you. Like like basically you know you this man. So that's the reason why I'm giving pushback. If you were this man that's so like no, you're the boogeyman, right? And nobody wanted to fight you. You scared off Terrence Crawford. You know, nobody wants to fight you. You about to put belt to ass. That's what you be. That's what you do. You know, you always show up and show out. You know what I mean? So if that's the case, and you know you pass the eye test, but you talk big, but we don't see big fights. So it's like I want to
That's
see him
cool. I can't
in a
listen.
fight. That's all I'm saying.
If everybody wants quadruple what they've ever made to fight me, like bro, you're cutting into my budget too. Like he has a budget. Don't think that Boots don't has a budget on some real shit. He has a budget, so he can't
Yeah.
just give any and every fighter what they think they like. Nigga, I'm giving you way more than you ever made, and you still bitching.
No, I understand that part, but I'm just saying, like, I totally understand that part, right? But I'm just saying, like, it's just, I just want to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that we could be like, yeah, he is the shit. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, that's all I'm saying. And I understand where the sheik is coming from by saying, look, man, you want to go do tune-ups, that's fine. Go fuck with Eddie Hearn and come holler at me when you're serious.
Oh,
In his opinion.
now that shit, I think that was Boots' fault saying too. But I definitely know that I get what he's saying. He wants to fight on a rider season card and have because he know he not gonna get it. Like, okay, bro, like listen, Top Rank is not finna offer up Xander the Boots right now. He just got that belt. They're gonna run. They're gonna make Xander a star off of in-house fights. I already know that. Boom. Boots going the IBO route. If he beats Liam, right, which I think he will, he puts
Mhm.
himself in. He takes that belt. He puts himself in the running with the WBC. Now he can get in the IBF. That's no problem because the second slot is empty. I think that's ready for Boots already. The WBA, we have to wait for Bud to actually drop that belt and get his name off of that damn WBA shit and tell us, right,
Mhm.
actually becomes a champ. Then on another note, we still have Jamel Charlo talking about he coming back or not, where his name has been in the air. But after that, Bakram and Lubin have a fight. After that, if it's a war or whoever win that fight, they not just gonna give Boots the next fight. So literally fighting Jesus Ramos or fighting Jesus Ramos Jr., it really don't fucking matter because all the other names, the guys that haven't made the money that they think the guys that have never made the money that was offered to them, they counter, and then the guys was just like, okay, Eddie was just like, okay, now you niggas is just tripping. You think I'm gonna just give you money? Like, I like blue, blue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're fighting in a league where the shit is you're fighting round by round or some shit like that, and they're paying you $3 grand a round, right?
Mhm.
You don't fight every day. Then you turn around and somebody's telling you, I'm gonna give you a half a meal to fight Boots. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, look, I understand Rashidi. You know, he should have accepted that fucking deal, just like
That was
Shakur
the
should have
big
accepted that deal. You know,
yeah.
hold on. Just like Shakur should have accepted the deal when he had the opportunity for the 25%. You see what I'm saying? So I'm a realist. You see what I'm saying? Bottom line. But what I'm saying is this: is that what I'm saying is this you. It's like I just want to see him fight somebody, and Lima is tailor made for him. He is literally tailor made for him, bro. He gonna
Nobody
sit there and just take punches, man. You know what I
nobody
mean?
else
And
nobody else took the bread that was offered to them that they wasn't making already.
yeah, I understand, but
So what does that tell you?
sometimes,
If you offer somebody, if a motherfucker's making 100,000, 200,000, 150,000 a fight, you offer them 250, 350, 400,000. They say, I want this, that, and you like, you ain't never made that.
okay, so hold on. People got on Shakur. People got on Shakur because they felt like he didn't pick the best, the best opponent. You see what I'm saying? They felt like he went the easier route. Now I understand that the money might have been different. So it was a difference 250,000. You know what I mean? But the point is that it's the same. You got to put the same and keep the same energy when it comes to Boots. You have Lima versus Rashidi. All you had to do is be like, look, Lima, I know we already said look, this is a better fight over it. We have to take that. You know what I'm saying? We got to take this fight. That's all I'm saying. Like, you want to people say hold your fighters accountable. You see what I'm saying? And that's a situation right there. I
Offered
feel
you,
is a
hold
situation
on,
right
hold
there.
on, wait. We offered you 250.
I understand that.
You
And I
didn't take
understand.
that. We came back with 500.
Yep. Yep.
You didn't take that. You wanted 8. We were thinking about it. So then we negotiate with Lima, who's actually ranked in the sanctioning body.
Well, I'm saying because the fight's gonna be in Philly. I think that fight would have been better having Rashidi there. Rashidi, you know what I'm saying? Skeeter
You
Rashidi.
gonna take the 5, bro. We get Lima from Argentina, who's ranked in 3 out of the 4 sanctioning bodies. And he's gonna take the 250 that we offered you in the beginning. As a
Hmm.
businessman, as a businessman, what would you do?
Um, I mean, you could basically go. I mean, to be honest with you, man, you can go both routes. You can go both routes. I would prefer him to fight Rashidi. You know
I
what I'm
asked
saying? No
you,
matter what. On some real shit. I'm telling you, I would prefer him to fight Rashidi, but you can go both routes. So it
as a
wouldn't really matter.
businessman, what would you do as a businessman? Because you know your next fight, you're looking for a Virgil or a Boychuk.
What? Okay, so I would do this. I would go to. This is what I would do. Being his manager, I would go to him and say, "Look, you have an opportunity. You say you do want to fight the best, and I understand that, but we got an opportunity so you can fight. You can go the IBO route, and you can move like this to be able to have a certain fight, maybe
Yep.
in a couple fights, or you can go ahead for because you want a name and you are fighting in Philly, and the fight is going to be in Philly, and it's a little kind of like a little rivalry. You can either go Rashidi Ellis. What do you want to do? You have an option right now. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I would put it on Boots because I would want him to basically tell me what it is. He says, don't nobody move without him knowing first. So that's what I would do as his manager.
So
Now,
as his
being Boots,
manager and his
mhm,
advisor, would you, after I offered you, like I like listen, Blue, you're making $15,000 a month or like every other month.
that has nothing to do with his name is still his name, though.
His name ain't shit right now because he's fighting. He don't have no promotional company. He don't got nothing that. He's not pro box. He's not none. He's not like the Grand Prix series. None of that shit. We
I
offered
mean,
you a half
you're
a
right.
meal.
Hmm.
We offered you a half a meal. We offered you a half a meal. At we first 250, then half a meal. Like, like Blue, come on, Blue, come on, bro.
I mean, I'm being honest, bro. I'm telling you what it is. You see what I'm saying? But if you want me just to pick something, I
Trip.
still would go with the fighters. I would go with the fighters' opinion. That's what I would do. But no matter what, I would still say, look, this is how we can move. I mean, yes, it is an easier route going to IBO. You know that. You know that, bro. I mean, that's what you're saying. It is easier to move. That's why I said what I said. That's why I said that he is being cradled.
It's
You see
not
what I'm saying?
easy.
He's being
Okay,
strategically
now
moved.
I got to show this because it's not easier. To be truthfully honest with you, the shit that you're saying is not true. It's not easier. It's more. It's more efficient because
So
the fight.
let me ask you this. Okay, so I hear what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to business, yes, I hear what you're saying. But in an actual fight, because that's what I'm talking about, in an actual fight between these two fighters, which fight is the harder fight?
I don't know what Liam is, bro. I can't. I just can't give you that.
Man, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with to me, it's Rashidi, regardless.
So
The
what
fight
you're
that he
saying
lost,
is
he could you could
okay.
literally argue and say that he could still be undefeated. You can say that the judges, took that shit away from him because he did come back and start fighting. You see what I'm
Nah,
saying?
he lost that fight. He lost that fight. He lost that
Well, I mean, some people say he
fight.
won. I mean, it is what it is.
Look,
That's all I'm saying.
look, he lost that fight. He had just got off a Golden Boy where he was being shelled. Got the PBC. Was supposed to win that fight, and that was supposed to lead to the Boots fight back then. And you lost that fight and ended up down at the fucking in the Chitlin circuit, bro. Like you're not even on Pro Box like that. You was on Pro Box and now you're on the Chitlin circuit until Pro Box has you a fight. That's where you're at with it right now. So the big leagues offer you quarter mil. You come back, want to renegotiate and come back to half a mil. Okay, cool. So now what I don't know if you can see it, but you're first of all, you're not even ranked at 47. No, you're ranked number 9 in WBO at 47. You're not ranked anywhere else in any other sanctioned body. So him pulling you up to 54 when they're gonna be like he pulling up 54, he pulling a 47-pounder up to 54. Why is he doing that? Why is he doing that when he's saying that he's ready for it? Like it's certain shit where you start looking at boxing and you gotta be like, nah, that's not what's gonna happen. You truly
Yeah,
not.
but just like when you asked me before, your manager's going to lead you whatever he thinks the best move to do. That's the common sense. So that's why I said, being a manager, I would give him both options, but I'm still going to try to sway you to move a certain path. That's
You're
why I
gonna want
said
him.
it looks prettier. I mean, it's easier. That's why I said I
You're,
would convince him to go to IBO route. But for a
you're a
name like,
manager.
go ahead, I couldn't
You're
hear
a
you.
Harvard manager. You're a Harvard manager. You're a Harvard manager.
Why you say that?
You want him.
Why am I?
Okay. The fight that you was talking about, we offered it, right?
Hmm.
The motherfucker wanted a counter. We came back and we doubled what we offered him. He wanted us to add an extra 200 to 250. He want another 200 to 300,000 to it. We offer somebody in the division. Okay, you ain't heard about him, but other people heard about him. We offer him what we offered the guy y'all think we should fight the first shit. He said, yeah, he coming all the way across the pond and coming to Philly. Why would I pay 700,000 to 800,000 for a guy?
Well, we ain't paying that. We ain't paying that. We ain't paying that though. That's not what you're getting. You're not getting
Hold on,
800.
hold on. If they like, if they would have kept dealing with Speedy, Speedy was wanting the 700 to 800,000. He only agreed to the 500 when he seen that they was signing the deal with Homie for 250. Then he was like, no, the 500 is good. That's what Speedy did. So the fight that you wanted, Speedy pissed it away. It's not Boots' fault. It's not his fault. Because when they had the backup behind Speedy, that guy took the first fucking offer, begging for it. And he's ranked, and he got the IBO championship, which puts me directly against Virgil or Sebastian Fandora, or they got to fight each other, and then I get the winner, because not only am I number one, which makes me mandatory, I got the IBO, which when it comes from the European side, I got that shit too. So it's no denying me. So I don't understand how you don't see the chess, not checkers move.
No, look, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I do understand. I do understand. But I'm still going to put it in my fighter's hands. You see what I'm saying? No matter what, I'm still going to go back to him and say, look, this is what I think you should do. But you have two options right now at this time. Maybe another option can open up. You know, we're still working on some things, but this is what's available right now. What would you like to do? I suggest you do this because this is the end route that it can outcome. Or we can do this, and this is what it is. So I would give it to him. Now I'm trying to try to sway him, like I said, to do what I need him to do. But it's up to the fighter at the end of the day, regardless.
Bro, you're a manager.
Hmm?
You're a manager. You get paid off of commission. Now, how much you think you gonna get paid off of the Speedy shit? That he want 8 and you gotta negotiate, and then he only want to take the 5 after. Like, come on, Blue. He want to take it after.
I hear what you're saying. Look. I hear what you're saying, right?
You want to
But
take
no
it
matter
after
what, I
you
don't.
already got some shit. After somebody wants to take what you gave was gonna give him in the beginning. Like that's like a bitch. Like you was like, you know what? Just because I fuck with you, I'm willing to do this. And then she asked for more. And then there's the other bitch that you was like, I really like you like that, and you fuck with me. And she's willing to take the least amount. You gonna kick that bitch that's trying to goddamn get in your pockets to the goddamn curb, bro. You know it. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. When you're a promoter, like, come on, Blue, put your goddamn,
Man,
put your big
listen.
ass
Being a manager,
elbow right
brother.
there.
Sometimes it ain't about the money all the time, bro. Being a
It is,
manager.
bro. It
I hear what
is,
you're
bro.
saying. You're supposed to do
Jesus.
certain things in order to get certain outcomes, projections. You see what I'm saying? So I hear what you're saying. But no matter what, if you want to,
How
like,
is
man, I mean,
hold
I
on,
don't
wait.
know, man. You got
How is
some fighters
Speedy?
that they go off that, man. How
How is
managers treat them.
Speedy right now in their careers? And I'm telling you right now, Lima in the IBF, number 9,
Hmm.
number 10 in the WBA, number 9 in the WBC. He's not ranked in the WBO. Now, at 47, Rashidi's number 9 in WBO, and he's not ranked in any other fucking sanctioning body.
Man, you're right. You're right. But the nigga said he won 2 tune-ups. The fuck? You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
He still wants another tune-up after this fight. That's what Ken. That's
okay,
what he said.
I see it. Okay, now when we talk about it, and I just explained it to you, Baccarat has Lubin coming up after a Boots fight. Tellez has a fight coming up, I think, right around or after a Boots fight. Sebastian just fought, and in between that, he's trying to jump Virgil, but it's probably going to be Virgil Fandora Next, Xander just got the belt. Top Rank is not about to let them two niggas fight. They're gonna get other fights in house before that. So, 2 tune-up fights. Excuse me, no disrespect, but right about now, outside of everybody that denied the fight, Kelly, Walsh, Conwell, Boychuk, those are the better names than any other Ramos. Those names are better than any other Ramos at that division. Him fighting Lima is a better fight than the damn Speedy Rashidi fight trying to bring him up to that weight class. Ohio, what's good, bro?
What's good? I disagree.
There you go. Go ahead. How you feel?
What's good though? No, I think Rashidi would have been still a good fight. Rashidi ain't really coming up. He fought at 160. So he been at the weight class. He fought over the weight class. So I still thought that'd be a good fight. Loma,
him not taking the bread though. How you feel about him not taking the bread, then trying to take the bread after he seen them niggas was somebody was gonna cross the water and take the first amount of bread they offered him.
No, I think it was the just in lack of experience. I don't know if it was the team, the PR, his whole team just never really didn't really sit back. I personally believe Ness. If you looked at the interview with Ness and his trainer Alex on the boxing voice, it was beautiful, bro. I loved it. Ness was drilling them. You know, they sometimes.
The same thing with Mill City and them, fam. They was doing the same thing too. Brian Norman Sr. was on him, bro. He's like, you should have took that motherfucker for 500. You should, as soon as he said 500, you said you should have took the shit. Go ahead. I ain't trying to interrupt you like that, bro. But I'm with you on that.
Yeah. They never. It was the first time they was offering it. And I think my thing was this. I still would have, even after the 500K, I would have took it, but I would have tried to at least squeeze 100K more for my taxes, so I can at least go home clean with the 5. But 5 was still good, and I think they once he talked to Ness and Ness was talking to him, because he went to I seen Rashidi's trainer backtrack. He was trying to say, I wasn't trying to ask for $1.5 million. Yes, you was. I think everybody when they first heard the offer was asking. Charles even said he would fight for $1 million, but he's coming off a loss. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of them wasn't being realistic. That was the offer. 500K was good. They're not making a lot of money like they think, man. These guys think that 300K is good money, 400 is decent money. They think that those are just real low ball offers. It depends on who you are as a fighter. That's what it comes down to. You can't at 400K is different. When you go down and start looking at those fighters in that weight class or even another weight class, it's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Are you a ticket seller? Are you selling out in venues? If you're not, then you can't tell me that I'm lowballing you. You have to give me a measure. You have to be able to say, I'm doing this much in this arena. I'm doing this. I got this offer lined up. If you can go to me and say those things, then I can be like, okay, damn, he got a point. But if you ain't got no real leverage, how the hell are you gonna tell me to up the price on something? I think if Rashidi knew that, I told people that was gonna be the play anyway. If Rashidi didn't take the offer 500K, they was gonna get a cheaper one. Why? Because Loma is now they moved. I think he was top 15. I think they moved him into 9. I think he was 9 or 10. He got moved up recently too. It wasn't like something he always been there. He got moved up, but he's going to take it for 2. He'll take it for 150. He's trying to get in a position. He don't want it. It ain't no money when it come to guys who ain't got no names. It's easy to make fights with these type of guys because they just trying to get in the mix. I just want to share the ring with him. Even if I lose, I still win. Even let him go the distance with Boots and see how many guys gonna want to fight him to try to knock him out because Boots didn't do it. He's in the mix. So I think when Rashidi they took the offer, it was a little too late. They went and got
it was a couple days later, right? He said
Huh?
no to the 500, and then a couple. Am I correct or wrong?
It was a couple.
Ohio. It
It
was a
was a
couple
couple
days
days
after, right?
after. Yeah, it was a couple
Yeah,
days because
yeah.
when I did the video, they said that Eddie said he upped it after he seen my video, but I personally believe he upped it before my video was posted. To be honest, I
Mhm.
don't think they said my video. Man, he said he upped it because he saw the video, but I thought he pretty much upped it when they was asking because he asked Austin 250 and they went back to the drawing board. And here's the thing, like if you ain't never been in negotiation tactics or never been in experience, then everybody gonna have they say so. But if I start off 250 and then he go up to 500K, what makes you think he can't give us another 100, 150 we can squeeze out of him? Why can't we? If he didn't went from 250 to 500, obviously let's see if we can meet him in the middle. But obviously they what
And hold on, and not just that. That shows his worth though, just a little bit of his worth. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Because they offered him 500. They
But
say, look, man, we really want this fight after he turned the 250 down.
yeah,
Now, if
yeah.
Lyman would have turned the 250 down, they would have moved on. They ain't gonna
Yeah,
offer Lyman 500K. They would
no,
have
they
moved
definitely
on.
they wouldn't. I don't even think they offer Lama a 250. If you ask me, I think they offer him
You
cheaper.
think they offer like 175 or some
Yeah,
shit?
I bet y'all. I bet you a lot of. I bet you $100 that I
180K.
bet you $100 he got 150. I
You
bet you.
see what I'm saying?
I bet you he got 150.
That nigga got 180, nigga. They was like, look, man, this is what we gonna do for you, homie. We gonna drop this little. We got the check for 180. You good? You good?
Yeah,
It's like, yeah,
yeah.
I'll
That's it.
take
That's
it. Fuck
bruh. This a
it.
business. I mean, they gonna underbid you like a mug when you got a guy who ain't got a name. And I'm gonna tell you, I called this out. I
Yeah,
said the promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn did this on the slick one because they all do it, bro. So it ain't just Eddie. So I don't want people to think, oh, Marcus is. No, they all do it. Eddie said, "Oh, we locked in for January with Virgil." And you start seeing Virgil on the team come out and say, "What are you talking about?" And I was telling people, Blue, this is the oldest trick in the book.
yeah.
You tell them that you got a big fight coming up because
Bait and switch.
so they won't criticize you for this opponent you about to fight in Philly. You
Yeah, hey,
tell
bait and
them
switch.
this is exactly what you do. You tell them that you got a big fight coming up because naturally we ain't going to care if we know you fighting Virgil next. But
Yeah.
you get what
Makes
I'm
makes
saying?
100% sense.
That's the
Yeah.
play. When
Yeah.
Andre Ward went up to fight Kovalev, they gave him 3 tune-ups, and we didn't care. We didn't care. We knew he was fighting Kovalev after these 3 tune-ups. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? We didn't care
Did
who
just
he
fuck.
was fighting. We knew what we was getting. And it's one of the oldest plays in the book. When everybody was talking about, ooh, I start seeing Virgil and and Boots face and everything. I said, oh man, it's I know too much. I'm like, yeah, this is a play. That means they getting a lower opponent. You know what I'm saying? And this is something.
This is
My only problem with Boots is look, and I don't have a problem with the fights he's having. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he should have publicly or his team or people put it out there that he was looking for tune-ups going to 154 because of how it's playing out right now. There is certain fights where I think he's gonna have to take where they look like tune-ups just because of how 154 is looking right now. You got certain people was busy,
I,
you got other guys that's doing this.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if he would have never said that publicly, because that's my only
Yeah,
problem with
hold on.
like
I thought the Sheik actually was the one that came out publicly and made that announcement. Was
true.
it the
That is
Sheik?
true. She did
Wasn't it
say
the
that.
Sheik? Yeah, because I thought the Sheik
That's
was like,
true.
look,
That is
man, he was
true.
probably pissed. It's like this
Blue, you
motherfucker
right.
over asking for tune-ups.
You are
What
absolutely
kind of bullshit is
you
this
are absolutely
motherfucker on,
right.
y'all?
You are.
Hey y'all, news announcement, man. A news flash, man. This man over here, Boots. Y'all pride and joy is asking for tune-ups. Man, you
That
better
is
tell him to ask somebody. You know
Yep,
what
that
I'm
is true,
saying?
bro. Because here's my thing. Who was he offering them to next if Boots didn't take the fight? Was it Tio? I mean, was Tio? I mean, was you offering them Tio? And I know he didn't take the Tio, and I know the Devin was different. I mean, you had that conversation, which I agree.
Yeah.
He was going up. You know what I'm saying? Like 152 is just being reasonable. Like, come on, I'm going up,
Yeah,
baby.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he
Why
being
would you
yeah.
sit there and think I'm gonna go back to
But
147? You know,
But
come fight me at 152. That ain't it. That is
right,
not a
right,
duck to me.
right.
That's
So
not a that's
I'm
not a
with you
duck.
on that one, bro.
So,
I'm with you on that
but
one.
you have people out there trying to say that Boots really ducked Devin. Like,
Nah,
man, come on,
that was
man. That's
people
not a
that
duck right there.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
not a
people that
duck.
just didn't like him. I mean, you know, they don't like Boots, so they look for him. But my thing is, it's just it don't look good that so many offers is coming, and it's just always something. And it could be legitimate, but it's always something going on. And
Yes,
that's
yes,
the
with
only
Boots
thing
and
with
his
Boots.
team, his camp, bro. It's
It's
something all the
always
fucking
even
time.
if he on the right side, it's like Boots is one to fight Virgil. Boots sent an offer. Now Virgil
Yeah,
ain't. You said it's always something, and that's the only thing. But my thing is, with him taking those and I think you're right, Turkey did put that out there, because I'm like, why would you even tell? Because I wouldn't even look at it like that. I'll be looking, this is how I would look at it, and I'm talking about if it wouldn't, if I find out his opponent, let's just say we really get this last minute opponent, right? I would look at it and
yeah,
be like, well, dang, hold on, he should be able to fight. And then I'll be looking and be like, well, he can't fight him. Oh shit, well, he
yeah,
can't fight
yeah.
him. Oh shit, why you can't, you know what I'm saying? And that's the last minute, like, oh, okay, I get it. You gotta wait. So to sit there and go up, and that's what I say, it just it's what it looked like. It's not what it is, it's
Yeah.
what it looked like. Here you got Devin Haney going up to 147 fighting the best in the division. Then you got Terrence Crawford going up 2 weight classes fighting the best in that
Yep,
division.
yep. But you
These
got this
guys
nigga
going,
over here, Boots. Yeah,
you
Boots
get what I'm
is
saying?
supposed to be the
So
shit, bro.
he
And he
going
going
up,
there to fight Lima, asking for tune-up,
right. So
low balling fighters, giving them, telling them the lowest fucking. I mean, you of course fighters are going to sit there and say, I'm not taking that. You
yeah,
want me
yeah,
to
they're
do
not.
what? You want me to come to your hometown, fight you, and you giving me the lowest amount? Come on, bro. That don't
Yeah,
even make no sense. Like, come on,
yeah, yeah,
you paying me chips, man. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, why are you doing that? So, and that's why I was saying that the situation with Ramirez for him to come out, that's not a good look.
No, it's not.
That's not a
Josh
good look for him to come out there and
Josh
say that, nah,
Kelly.
motherfucker, you said my name, but when you reached out to my uncle. The fuck you mean? You never, like, what the fuck is this, bro? He's 147 pounder. You're trying to get him to come up to 154. Like, come on, make sense, man.
No, that's not cool. And I get it, man. That's my thing. It's like, here's my thing, and I'm blue. I agree. Here's my I think we all agree on this panel that Boots will be better at 154. He would probably look more explosive.
Yeah,
I think
yes.
we all agree on that. I don't think no one. My problem is, what does bringing a 147 pounder up do for you? What
Nothing.
does it
Except
do?
you beating on him. You beating on him, bro. You just beating on him.
That I don't understand. And these are the type of fights, and this is my thing. These are the type of fights I don't watch, bro. I don't watch them. I don't watch everything because it's boxing, bro. These are the type of fights I'm like, what for? No, I don't want. I'm not watching that. I mean, we live in a society now. We got people telling Layla Ali she's ducking it because she ain't fought in 20 years, bro. we we
Shit
got
different.
people saying Layla ducking and she ain't fought in 20 years, bro. Ain't that so crazy?
Hey, look, all right, so let me switch gears real quick before we get up out of here. Tank charges is dropped.
Yep.
What do we speculate now about the fight with him and Rose?
I don't know if they fighting or not, man. The momentum is just lost the fire, man. They done lost so much steam in this darn thing, and it seemed like another. I hate to say it, another PBC rematch that just seemed like they ain't happening. What's going on with these rematches, man? They, you know what I'm saying? It's like they
I mean,
fought.
I see a lot of Tank Rose rematches coming up, and a few pop-ups of 145 Tank and Pacquiao.
But that'll be a PBC move. What would be a better loss if Tank lose the Roach or lose the Manny? I mean,
That's easy. Fail at it, but yeah, that's easy. That's losing
you
a
know.
Manny. You know what I'm saying? Losing a Manny or beating Manny is a bigger win or a bigger loss.
Mm-hmm.
He can still get traction off of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
So, like, I mean, out of all the
I
shit
just
it was a lot of shit talked about Tank with the DV and that and the third, but now charges drop. Like,
I don't put it, but here's my thing though, Rob, and I think you agree. I don't put it past that it will happen again, bro. It's a habit he got going on right now. He just can't stay out of trouble, bro. I don't care about them being dismissed because there's gonna be some more that come later. We can put it. I'm telling you right now, we can put it on the parlay. But by next year we hear something. He might go through smooth this year, but it's just something, man. You always have those type of fighters, bro. He can't keep his hands off a woman. You see how he snatched her up in the damn gymnasium? That's normal behavior, bro.
I don't even know if that's the same baby mom.
Well, I'm just saying, just him in period, his characteristic, because sometimes some people don't know how to walk away from situations, man. You know, if they don't know how to walk away, that boy making millions of dollars. He's still human. You get what I'm saying?
True.
He's human, bro. He's human. So that's all I'm saying.
What the hell just happened? I couldn't hear anything. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
I heard you perfectly. That was you, Nick.
But yeah, so I just hope. My thing is how many fights do Tank got? Like, that's the real question we need to be having.
5,
because
6.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna continue. I don't think he's gonna be fighting that long. I think he's on his way out, bro. To be honest.
You don't think he got 5, 6 left in him?
Hell no.
Damn, what you got, like 2 or 3?
We might as well throw the Devin and the Shakur and all those fights away. I think he about to get a real some fan friendly, some circus fights into play, man. Manny might be one of them, but I don't think
some huge paydays and walk away.
I think PBC gonna put them in that position when they don't trust something and they see how you move too. Yeah, they're gonna be trying to get as much money they can out of your ass. Forget all that. He might. Right. That's how I look at it.
So, Blue, how you feel?
Well, I feel like with Tank. Are you talking about Tank coming back?
Yeah,
how many fights left? How many fights you got left?
Charges.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I'm glad his charges got dropped, and I'm glad that shit's taking over. You know, a lot of people was talking about he need to retire and all this other shit, and I'm like, that sounds stupid because you don't know what's going on with his charges. You know what I'm saying? So that's over with. You know, I would love to see him. I would love to see if he comes back. This is what I like to see. If he comes back and fights Roach, I think that he's gonna stay around for a little while because that just shows me that he is serious and that he wants to get right back on the boat. And he does have something to prove. That's how I feel. But if he fights anybody else right now, I don't know how many fights he got left, man. I don't know. I can't answer it at all because his mentality is messed up a little bit still.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I can't answer that when I can't judge. I can't gauge him. I can't gauge him. I can't judge him because he's too unpredictable right now. You see what I'm saying? So, but if he comes back and fights Roach, then I can kind of gauge him a little bit. I can take him a little bit more seriously. I see that he is serious because he wants to right that draw. You see what I'm saying? So, so I look at it, man, on that shit, to be honest with you. That's how I look at it. So.
All right, so Bo, since you just pulled up, I'm gonna let you cook real quick before we get up out of here on how you feel about Boots, Boogeyman, or Duck, and you know what I'm saying? Think charges being dropped, you know what I'm saying? So like what's the speculation there?
Man, I can't believe Eva made Boogeyman and Boots synonymous, man. Ain't no damn Boogeyman. Look, the talent is there. It's definitely there. He's getting moved with basically business decisions, man. I mean, a lot of fighters get moved with business decisions. I think Tank got moved in his career with a lot of business decisions. Perfect matchmaking. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But Boo shit is just like horrible, man.
Yeah.
I still to this day think Cameron was his toughest opponent, to be totally honest with you. But that's just me.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, as far as Tank, I mean, look, he surrounded himself with the type of woman, that's the type of woman he attracts. That's him. You know what I'm saying? I would give him a pass if he was still in his 20s, but he's about to be 31 years old, man. It's
31 years old. I get what you're talking about.
like my man got to start thinking serious. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, what is it that I want to do in life, man? Because when you get to your 30s, man, you got to make business. Like, you got to really make life choices. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't done it in your 20s, you definitely need to do it in your 30s. So,
That's fact.
it's a possibility he could, like I heard Ohio say earlier, he could find himself in another situation, in the future, man. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I don't know what to say, man. It is Tank at the end of the day, man, and the type of woman he deals with.
At a certain point, when you get to a certain age, man, you gotta define yourself as a man. That's just point blank, period. I don't care who you are. Like, at a certain point, you define yourself as a man. But this is cool, man. Like, cause I was gonna run it up for like an hour and then jump on, but like, I'm glad y'all pulled up and we ran it up. What time? Like, I don't know what. Like, yeah, Ohio. What, you probably like 2 hours. So it's like, what time is it over there? Like 9, 10? Where you at?
No, it's 11.
It's 11 where you at?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, yeah, and so Blue, wait, is what, like 9 o'clock where you at?
No, it's 8. It's 8. It's 8 right now.
Oh yeah, see, look, yeah. I'm about to go play devil's advocate in the bedroom.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Devil's advocate.
oh yeah, nigga, yeah. Kids asleep. One kid's knocked out. The other one ain't here. Yeah,
All right, man.
Y'all niggas know what it is, man.
Yeah.
But I appreciate everybody pulling up. Appreciate cooking. Hey, yo, Ohio.
Yeah.
And for everybody who don't know, KMJ Network, yo, subscribe to that. Be crazy content up there. You can like and crazy panel work. What's my nigga Deem over there? Crazy work over there. Like, it's fun to get over there. And Jab Queen, yo, listen. In Ohio, I know you seen it. It ain't Bud and Cheat, is Victor Conte.
You said what?
It's not that Bud's a cheat. It's just that he's associated with Victor Conte.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my rebuttal to that. Why they don't bring that same energy towards Canelo? Isn't he associated with a coach who got fighters on his, stable that been popping?
I'm gonna tell you right now, same thing Ohio gonna tell you. What's in the chat and what they said, they already crucified Canelo.
Mm-hmm. He did. Hey, they got Canelo plenty of time.
So they feeling like they already crucified Canelo and his team. That it just now, what's the problem with them asking a question about Victor Conte? And it's not even about Bud or Devin. Like, certain people do it, or because you can go Bam, Clarissa, Boo Boo, Caleb, all these types of fighters that your favorite fighter. But it's not even that. It's Victor Conte for some reason.
But here's my question with that. How many of them pop dirty?
None.
Exactly. So
it's just Victor. But here's the thing. It's not. Victor is on Twitter and he's watching the lives and shit, and he's responding to certain shit. And like, I'll be real, I was on Dean by Any Means, that's the name of his channel. We was up there and Jab Queen and somebody else just was just they just kept sending him shit, and then he started paying attention. And while we was on the live, Victor was just tweeting. Well, X, but he was just tweeting like a motherfucker. And I'm like, yeah, this shit getting to you. Because
See,
I was
this,
up there, Manager Marty was up there, and like I was just like, yeah, this shit getting to him.
yeah, this is my thing about the whole thing, and I agree. It's about him. It's not Terrence. I want to know how much Terrence is getting to represent Snack. How much is he paying these guys? Because me personally, I'm talking about me. I wouldn't want to be associated with somebody that was cheating. So
That's why I did Brendan
that's
Folk shit
so.
the other day.
That's why I don't understand why some people get mad at Terrence, like, try to defend Terrence so fast. Like, hey man, why are you doing this? And that? I'm like, bruh, why is he even with it? I like Sean Porter was Snack too. It's a lot of the guys. He's not the only one. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't understand what Victor what is he doing for them to want to be a part. You know what I mean? So I remember, and I'm gonna say this real quick. I had this situation, right? This was years ago, and I was heavy, man. I was going to this church, and these two deacons, man, that I looked up to, they went to Hooters. They was going out to Hooters to eat, right? So they made a post saying they was going to Hooters, and then in the same sentence they say, "Hey, it ain't what y'all think. We just going for food." Da 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 da. So now they already in defense mode. And my thing was, why are you going somewhere where you have to say that? Go somewhere and just eat. Why do you have to go to Hooters and then tell everybody else it ain't what you think? This and that. Just go eat somewhere. But if you got to explain to people, I'm just going here to eat, that's all I'm doing, you shouldn't be in there. You shouldn't be in there if you got to tell us that's all you going to do is eat. Because obviously there's some other things going on inside there for people to question. Because if I'm going to Applebee's, I don't have to tell people all I'm doing is going to Applebee's to eat. We know it's at Applebee's. So I remember saying people getting on them about that, and I'm like, it's just weird to me. So it is what it is, man. I think that comes with the territory. You hang with when I'm me. I like North Carolina, bro. I grew up in from Youngstown. When I came to Columbus, I started hanging around a lot of Crips, but I wore Carolina blue all the time.
That's
you're gonna be affiliated with the Crips, bro. I don't care if you ain't no Crip. You're wearing blue. You go down with them.
So here's my thing with this, right? So anytime, and I'm glad you brought up the street analogy. Anytime somebody gets locked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they get out, we always say, give them another chance. He's a changed person. He's a changed person. No matter what part of the crime is, people learn to forgive, and they say, yo, that was the past. But for some reason, in this situation with Victor Conti, right? Now, if somebody was popping dirty out that was part of Snack, because you represent Snack doesn't mean you're really using supplements like that. You could just be representing and getting endorsements, or you could probably just using something, maybe like a recovery or something. But how long y'all gonna keep holding the gun to the man's head? Because like if we could say a lot of people change, because nobody grew up perfect. Ain't no perfect people out there. So if we could get passes to fucking killers. Motherfuckers catch a body. We talking about free that dude. Oh nah, he cool. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, the shit with Victor Conti happened like what, the early 2000s? We talking about like 2 decades.
We talking about Balco.
Yeah, but I'm saying
baseball when he took we talking about some early shit that like, and niggas that like they ain't got cousins or uncles or brothers and sisters that did crazy time on some crazy other shit.
I get what he's saying. So pretty much we should be wearing Snacks and forgiving. We all should get Snacks t-shirts and forgiving.
I mean, we should all. I'm
not
no,
saying.
You're not saying that.
Hold on, man. Y'all keep on talking. Look. So I wanted to say something about what Ohio said about Bud. You know what I mean? That is a fact, though. But I think Bud is okay. So I believe that Bud is clean.
Yeah,
So
me
Bud
too.
just probably feels. So Bud probably feels like, look, man, I'm using it, I'm just getting sponsored by him. We don't know if he's using the supplements or not.
That's all
He's getting
asking,
paid.
though, Blue. That's all he asking. How much is he getting paid just to get the damn sponsorship?
That's it. That's all I'm
Yeah, okay,
asking.
I got you. I
Let's
got
make
you. But
another case.
hold on. Let me say this. I understand that that's what we're saying on this panel, right? But not everybody else thinks the way we think. So what I'm trying to say is this: Bud is a clean fighter. You see what I'm saying? This is what I believe. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, he's clean until
But
he's
no
popped.
matter
You know what I'm
what,
saying?
exactly. But no matter what, um, Bud Bud has
Lost
God
your
damn it.
thought. Lost your
Nigga,
thought.
can
Yeah,
you
I mean, I ain't losing
hurry up so I
no
can
thought.
get shit,
Bud
nigga?
has basically, if Bud don't fit the sloth together. That's all I'm saying. Bud don't fit the sloth together.
Cool. All
So
right. Ohio.
if Bud was to get if they get popped, let's say that what's the name gets popped, right? You see what I'm saying? Victor Conte has somebody that comes, gets incriminated again for some reason. Yeah, they're gonna come at Bud. So that's
And,
what people keep saying. You know what I'm saying? That's why people have a right to say what they're saying because the simple fact is Bud is still tied in with them, even though he's still getting
not
sponsored. That's all I'm
not
gonna
only
say.
that, Blue, and I'm gonna say this before, and I'm gonna close it down, man. I'm gonna say this before, and I'm
Hmm
gonna close it down. Not only that, I feel like people do have the right, and I'm on this panel saying I do believe Terrence Crawford is clean. Not a doubt in my mind, bro. I think
hmm
he is clean. I will say that. But when you look at the context of the situation, Terrence was going around telling people there was weight classes for a reason. Now all of a sudden he wants to jump up 2 weight classes. And when you look at history, Canelo, he went from 160 to 175, fought Kovalev. He tested how many times positive? Twice. Then you got Roy Jones, who jumped the highest out of anybody in boxing history when it comes to
With the
weight,
heavyweight.
and he tested positive. Those are real facts. Those are not opinions. Those are
But
facts.
hold on. When he didn't test positive against Kovalev.
No. He did not test positive. Let me correct. He did not test positive Kovalev, but he was already a dirty fighter. So it wasn't surprised that he would go up. He never did it the natural way. That's what I'm saying. All these fighters that take these leap jumps and winning big fights like that, 9 times out of 10, they're taking some shortcuts. So that's where the idea of some people are getting I don't know about TC, which I can see why they think that way, but I'm not thinking that way. I think Terrence Crawford is natural, and he wanna do it. He's gonna do it the right way. He's been a clean fighter his whole career,
I
but
mean,
I'm not gonna act like I don't see why people was asking that. That's what I'm saying.
no, I get it. But what I'm no, I mean, when I'm giving like my opinion, I'm not like taking shots at nobody on the panel. You
Yeah,
know,
I got
yeah, yeah.
I get what you're saying. I
But
understand it.
my thing is that what kind of makes me upset